Asuri is the answer to everything.
That was like, I know Boomy hates Asuri.
Yeah.
I know that he's lost to Asuri plenty of times before. Going up against Wrench Asuri is just like, it's just like, that's crazy. You wouldn't do that, would you? But I don't know, maybe. Some players don't like the mirror matches, right? And perform worse in mirror matches. So, Phazon locking in with Val, going up against Wrenched here. This is going to be a close one, but Phazon's got what it takes to defeat Wrenched, for sure. We'll just have to see. So, Wrenched banning out all but 3, and he left some pretty small stages for Phazon to pick
So he
from.
left Mammoth Fortress,
And
Mammoth Fortress with a larger blast zone, and
This was the biggest of the 3 small stages he left for him. So here we go. Phazon versus Wrench. A best of 3 winner moves on to winner's final in the bracket.
Sandstorm. We got Phazon on Val versus Wrench to Asuri. It's a classic matchup in a sense, just because we've had players bounce between different legends so much, but Phazon on that Val, once again, it's nice to see. Surprising, because I don't feel like the sentiment about gauntlets versus guitars has changed too much, and that was like the weapon switch from Phazon against Boomy, right? Which is switching out the gauntlets for guitars. If we don't look at the Asuri as like a mind games pick, then it just made sense in terms of like the meta. But
you know, at a certain point, it's like you can't ignore the prowess and the skills that they've gained over time. I mean, Phazon has been top tier Val for so long. You know, the matchups be damned. He can handle it.
And he was doing really well because that was gauntlets versus guitars the entire time, and he's got Wrench so close to losing this first stock. Confidently putting out neutral sigs and side sigs over and over again, dodging out of the way. That downer, perfect.
Oh, that's nice. He was sitting on the stage and he gets the KO. What a play by Phazon. Returning back to the stage, and Phazon yoinks the weapon away from Wrench. Now Wrench has to fight unarmed for a little bit here. There's the weapon. Phazon trying to guard it, but Wrench able to grab it anyway. Pushing him off the side, nearly gets the KO.
Ooh, Wrench has no dodge.
Oh, he has no dodge. Oh, Phazon. Oh, no.
Well, there was some damage exchange, but that was pretty good for Wrench.
That's unfortunate for Phazon, man. If he had just landed that chase dodge nair, that'd have been a gimp. That'd have been brutal for Phazon. Oh, man. Wrench just squeaking by. Oh, 1 hit away. I'm surprised it didn't KO with how high up he landed the down lane. Yeah.
Oh, that nair would have done it for sure, but Wrench avoids potential death. And now, ooh, that Sarah hits him pretty far off the left side of the stage. Can
One more, that's it. He can't make it back.
I remember there was a tournament we were watching, and I think we were playing doubles, and we were like Phazon stairs.
Oh, yeah. Like, downward hitting attacks.
Downward hitting moves. Anything that hits down. But like this tournament in particular, at least with what we've seen against Boomy and now against Wrench, Phazon's edge guards are really good.
Yeah.
Like, it's like the second that they get in the position, we sometimes see people come back to the stage 3 or 4 times. It's like, no, the instant they're off.
He's always in the right spot. Oh, no, but Wrench gets the KO.
I guess Wrench is the same, too.
Yeah.
We just watched that happen.
I mean, Wrench is accurate and consistent, so of course.
Man. Oh, it's so close. Phazon's been taking the first stock every time, but it only takes one. I mean, at this point, there's no more stocks that they can lose. Game number 1 is really important for both these players, and Phazon goes in for that downlight, misses it. Wrench gets a nice little recovery, and he chase dodges into the pivot air.
Oh, man.
2 pivot airs. Oh, downlight side air. No side sig spike, but the recovery hits him on the way back up.
Ooh. Wow. They're at such equal damage, and they're making these equal moves too. And Phazon escapes with his life. That was a down sig coming at him.
He lost the guitars. Okay, no, he had him
He's got more guitars.
Yeah. Weapon toss, down air, anything? No, he doesn't want to risk it. Wrench just
he's playing this pretty safe.
I feel like Wrench is pretty comfortable in this position.
Yeah. He's hoping that he ground pounds so that Wrench could spot dodge ground pound himself. But Phazon knows that Wrench knows.
That's it.
And there it is. Phazon takes game 1.
Wow. Really fast response to that recovery from Wrench.
That was well fought. It looked like it took so much effort. He was just
Phazon
exhausting himself trying to keep up with Wrench here, and he took the game. And he's leaving open the small stages. This is the same thing he did the first time. Phazon picked he went with Mammoth last time.
Don't see why he wouldn't do it again.
And he won the last one. So why wouldn't he just pick Mammoth again? There he goes. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We had a small break, but we're back. Phazon versus Wrenched about to face off, and this is a top 8 This is round 1, top 8, right?
Yeah, so
Okay.
the winner of this gets into top 3.
Into winners final.
Winners
That's
finals,
right. That's
yeah.
right. And so we were talking about this, and if Wrenched wins, then we once again have an all wild card winners final, as Sandstorm is already in the winners final, waiting for the winner of this.
Ooh, it's opening up pretty even. Wrenched at a deficit, but now putting some more damage on the Phazon. Nice nair, catches Phazon trying to recover high. And Wrench is trying to stop Phazon from landing with those sidelights. The weapon toss goes down, misses, and Phazon gets a nice light recovery, putting a lot more damage on the Wrench. Falling Sarah punished, but only by a down air.
The spot dodge saved Phazon there, because if Wrench pushed him off with the side light, he was going to get a guaranteed chase dodge side air. There it is, just like that.
Oh, nice ground pound, too. Wrench with the first stock.
And with a bit of a... He has some room to work with here, too. I mean, he's almost in raisin red, but he can afford a few hits, which allows him to make moves that he ordinarily wouldn't be able to make. But Phazon is just not even letting him land on the floor. Oh, he tried to do it again.
With the sword.
Phazon still, he's just one good hit away from knocking out Wrench, but Wrench is dealing all the damage. Okay, Phazon gets it. The downward hitting move, as he does.
Do it. Wrench goes down to 2 stocks. Not too much extra credit on the Phazon. Stops him from picking up that weapon. Nice downlight recovery after the neutral light. Goes for the neutral signature, but Wrench just goes straight for the weapon. Phazon went for the mix-up read.
Nice.
Didn't work out. Another
super even match. My goodness, these guys are just back and forth, blow for blow.
Ooh. He tried to gravity cancel sidelight into Phazon, but the neutral light had more priority. Falling down air, missed. Oh, but they just sidelight back and forth.
Nice return. That was smart. Oh, Wrench gets rid of the weapon. But that's going to mean he's got Katars coming up next. Not if Phazon steals him.
Oh, those neutral lights caught him right on top of him.
Oh, you see, Phazon, he had the opportunity to grab a fresh sword. Ooh. Instead, grabbed his old sword, and it got knocked out from him on the next attack. Yeah. Luckily, he didn't take too much damage as a result of it, but just goes to show, you got to be aware of the health of your weapons.
That downer came so close to taking out Wrench, but it did not hit. A little bit too low.
They're both one hit away, and Phazon's the first one to grab it. So this is it. Wrench needs to really focus up here, as this is potentially his final stock of the winner's bracket.
Yeah,
right?
Phazon only has to take one more stock to go up against Sandstorm.
I mean, Wrench wants to be in winner's final, right? That's where he lives.
Can you side air? Okay, he does.
That was a very clever recovery back to the stage. It fooled Wrenched. Wrenched had a pretty much guaranteed edge guard there, but Phazon just wiggled his way out.
And he got sidelight nair off of it as well. Phazon continuing to get more damage, and that's been Phazon's his strong point, right? Against Boomy, against Wrench, he's been in this place where he's just like, you should be dead, but instead you're doing tons of damage to me.
And you keep getting hit. Okay, Phazon now down to his final stock along with Wrenched here. Remember, Phazon is ahead by 1. If Wrench loses this, he goes down to the loser's bracket. Phazon will move on to the winner's final. And a nice combo from Phazon is putting him real big in the lead here. He's one good hit away. He could end Wrench right here, and that's it. Phazon takes the match.
Phazon takes it 2-0 over Wrenched and gets into the winner's finals against Sandstorm.
Yeah, so we do not have an all wild card winner's final. It's going to be Sandstorm versus Phazon.
And that
wild card versus Noble Esports.
A little bit later into the day. We've got the loser side up top we have to go through next. So we have Pugsy and Ethan.
That's coming up next.
And then Boomy's waiting for his opponent top 32 side. I can see if I can find out who that is.
And Simba versus LDZ is going on right now off stream.